Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Lucius Tenebris, aka Saint the Damon 357. Thanks for joining me. This is part 2 to how to meditate, why we meditate. So, before I continue, make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe. I meant to say this too in the last video. So, one of the reasons why we're meditating too, and this is why we're on this occult path, at least why I'm on the occult path, is because we've been conditioned in life, right? There has been a lot of conditioning instilled upon our subconscious, right? And a lot of this conditioning is counterproductive to our development, right? On an individual level, at least. So what I'm seeking to do is to break the conditioning, right, that affects me negatively, and develop, tap into hidden potential. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why we meditate also. That's one of the benefits from meditating. You break conditioning, right? You can tap into hidden potential, unknown potential. So I wanted to mention too, like in the last video, that like I had said that I was going to talk about drawbacks. One of the biggest drawbacks in meditating, one of the biggest potential drawbacks is lusting after results, right? Here's what I mean. Each time that you meditate, you should go into meditation with a clear, fresh, sound mind. You go into it with no expectations. Never mind what you experienced in your last meditation or the one before that. Don't fixate on that, right? What you experienced, you experienced. Take it, integrate it, and move forward, right? But don't go into new meditations looking for, a pattern, looking for what happened in the last meditation to confirm that you're meditating. That's a trap, right? You want to be present in the moment. You want to allow the moment to unfold before you, right? Allow the moment to unfold. I just dropped all these ashes. Like I said, this meditation is going to be a quick meditation, right? It's called 1 point meditation, right? What we're going to be doing is we're going to focus our attention on our breathing. We're going to allow ourselves to breathe naturally, right? But we're going to focus our attention on our breathing, right? We're going to inhale and exhale all through your nose, right? Inhale and exhale, right? Inhale, exhale. Now, what I want you to do, right, as you're breathing consciously, right? While you're paying attention to your breathing is, I want you to count each time you exhale. Not out loud, but in your head, right? So count. That's 1. That's 2. 3. That's 4. Now, when you get to 4, right? The next breath, start back at 1, right? So each time that you get to 4, I want you to start back at 1, right? Again, you're counting every time you exhale. From 1 to 4. Every time you hit 4, you start back at 1. Now, as you're meditating, right? This is what I want you to do, right? We're not doing the meditation right now. We're going to get ready to get into it, right? This is what I want you to do while you're meditating. Every time you get distracted or you get lost in your thoughts, right? You notice your attention has been pulled away from your breathing. I want you to gently guide your attention back to your breathing and start counting your exhalations again from the number 1, right? So every time you get lost in your thoughts, right? You become aware of it. You guide your attention back to your breathing, and then you start back at one. Every time you get lost in your thoughts, right? And you'll notice how often this shit happens, right? So, again, like I said, this isn't going to be easy. If this is your first time doing this, just steer the course, get through it. If you continue to do this, I promise you will get better at it. All right. So, how should you be positioned, right? If you're flexible, if you could get into a lotus position, go ahead, do you. I can't do that shit. So, I sit in a chair, right? Something to support my back, right? I keep my back straight, right? I like to keep my shoulders back, right? And relaxed, right? My feet are planted on the ground. I got my hands right here on my lap, right? Some people like to do this. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes it just happens. I just do it naturally. But I like to keep my hands on my lap. I'm going to time my timer for 5 minutes, right? You're going to close your eyes, right? Be free of distractions, right? Let me see. What time is it right now? It's 9:02. I'm going to set this for 9:08. All right. All right. All right, let's begin. Well, I set my alarm for 5 minutes, and apparently it didn't go off. Oh well, it was going off. It's just going off real low. So that was 5 minutes. How do you feel? Take time to you know, pay attention to how you feel. Do you feel more clear, more whole? If you can, it's best if you like keep a journal close by, log, your experiences. How do you feel? How did you feel before meditating? How do you feel after meditating? And this is something that, you want to do diligently on the regular. Try to do it every day. Start off with just 5 minutes. And then when you're up to it, bump up to 10 minutes, right? Then when 10 minutes is comfortable, bump it up to 15 minutes. If you could do this for 15 minutes every day, that's good. If you could do it twice a day for 15 minutes, that's really good. If you could do it for 20 minutes twice a day, that's phenomenal. And that's optimal. So if you're going to engage in the occult sciences, right? If you're going to study this shit, you need to meditate, right? Meditation is, what's the term I'm looking for? It's one of the foundational aspects of magic. If you're not meditating, it's not going to work. If you can't induce yourself into a trance, if you can't visualize what you desire in your mind's eye, right? Like thoroughly, if you can't do these things, then you like, there's no point in even like studying magic. You're wasting your time and your energy. So you want to commit to a meditation practice. I meditate. I try to meditate every day. And look, I'm not going to make it seem like, I don't miss days. There are times that I miss days, but, you pay for it. Like, best believe, when I don't meditate, I feel different. My energy feels different. It doesn't feel the same. I feel more whole, more centered when I meditate, more grounded, more in tuned. And when I don't, I feel the opposite. So it's definitely beneficial to steadily cultivate a steady meditation practice, a steady routine. And even if you don't have a set routine, like some days you might do it in the morning, some days you might do it at night. That's cool. Just make sure you do it every day. Like do your best to do it every day. And if you miss a day, if you miss two, get right back on it as soon as you can. If you want to be good at this, if you want to manifest your desires, if you really do want to develop on this path, you really need to dedicate your time and your energy towards meditating on the regular. There are people who can meditate for an hour. Like that's crazy. But I don't think you need to do that. But my goals and my desires on this path is different from other people. So if you feel that you can do that, if you have the time to do that, then go ahead and knock yourself out. But 15 minutes a day is okay. 20 minutes a day is optimal. And if you could do it again in the morning and the night, that's dope as fuck. I'm trying to think what else. So let me share some experiences of mine that I experienced with meditating. What I experienced from meditating is that I learned that I have vulnerability issues. You will experience your programming, right? Your conditioning. And here's what I mean. Let's talk a little Freudian psychology, right? So Freud believed that us human beings, right? We have desires, we have urges, right? We have these thoughts, these desires, and these urges, right? But a lot of our thoughts, desires, and our urges, we cannot act upon and fulfill, right? Because of our societal roles that we've assumed or the roles that society has, cast upon us. So here's an example. If I myself am a married man, right, and I see a beautiful woman walking down the street, right, I might have the urge or the desire to pursue her, right? I might lust after her, but because of my societal role of being a husband, right, I cannot act upon those urges or those desires, right? I must repress those urges or desires. But when I repress those urges or those desires, what happens is those urges or those desires and thoughts get pushed down, right, into the unconscious mind, right? And they dwell in the unconscious. And every now and then, these thoughts or these desires or urges, rise to the surface, right, and manifest as what Freud called neurotic behavior. So with meditating, you learn to go inward into yourself, into the subconscious or the unconscious, and bring light to that which is unconscious. You learn to know thyself. You know what I mean? It's about waking up. I could say some more, but I think that this is enough for the second video. We're going on to like 20 minutes now. If there's anything else that you guys would like me to talk about or do videos on, just let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. And again, look, if you have it in your heart, you feel like it, if you can donate to my Cash App at Saint Damon, SaintDaemon 357. Again, SaintDaemon 357. Thanks again. I really appreciate it. And look, thanks for watching. I really appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video too. Y'all take care. Be easy. Stay on the path. Go your own way.